Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG offices here. You're watching our coverage on twitch.tv/MLGSC2, MajorLeagueGaming.com, YouTube.com/official MLGSC2 of 2013 DreamHack Bucharest. Here we are in game number 3, StarDust versus HerO. The map is Whirlwind. I'm Axeltoss, joined by Mr. Axlav. How you guys doing in the chat? I'm going to give some shout-outs. Leg Rocket, Clips, FG, Mbla, Shalashaska, Magi, Serpicow. You guys have the weirdest names ever. What happened to Bob, Tim, Mary, Margaret, Samantha?
You know what? I have never
Caesar.
seen a Samantha in the Twitch chat.
Michael,
I would like to see a Michael and a Samantha.
Ronald, Harry, Hermione,
Hermione?
Snape.
Now I heard this listing characters from Harry Potter.
I've been doing that this whole time, actually.
Really? Okay.
Noticed?
Wait, Bob?
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, there's not Bob in Harry Potter.
I'm sure there is.
You think so?
Yes. Are you kidding?
Well, somewhere in the world.
It's a $7, or do you're saying the word, just the word B-O-B is not in any Harry Potter book?
I'm saying that.
Wow, that's actually interesting. You might be right.
I might be right.
See, now you got me thinking when we're supposed to be commentating a StarCraft game.
All right, so it's game 3, Stardust HerO. The winner goes home with more WCS points than the loser.
Yes. That was eloquently explained, Nick. Thank you.
That's about how it goes down here. Of course, both these players were eliminated in the round of 16 of DreamHacks, which makes them eligible for WCS points, but getting 9 through 12 is different than 13 through 16. So it's what you call a consolation match, because neither player can win the tournament, but they're competing for a consolation prize of some extra WCS points.
Okay. Tied 1-1. HerO losing in game 1. StarDust playing so well in all these games. Forgot Warpgate in the last game, though.
Oh, yeah.
And this is like...
He would have won that last game,
this is
without
crazy
a doubt.
to me. Like, because as well as StarDust has been playing, Elfie took him out. And now I'm like... I'm very impressed with Elfie and watching these games. It's amazing.
You know, I told you before, if anyone was going to make it far, based on that bracket, it's if HerO beat Innovation.
Yeah.
I think Elfie could have easily taken on HerO.
But now it's Elfie Innovation.
Yeah, Elfie's a PvP sniper. That's like his best matchup by far. And I don't see him beating Innovation. I'd love to be surprised, but...
So why is he so good at PvP? What are the things? Like, you talk in relation to this PvP, the decisions you're making,
it's his micro.
Yeah.
It's all micro. Elfie has some of the best unit control out there with certain types of unit combinations. Like his Colossi micro, we saw it actually in a game against StarDust. We talked about it. His Colossi micro is just impeccable. His Stalker micro is very good too. Just overall, his micro is at level as good as pretty much any Korean, at least with the units they use in PvP.
Okay, Oracle gonna get a couple kills there. I mean, so much of PvP though, isn't it like getting to that actual unit competition where you can actually use the micro?
Not with Elfie.
Okay.
Because he just doesn't build probes, so like he gets his unit composition up a little faster.
Sure.
And then it's technically puts him in a bad spot because he has to attack, and then if your opponent knows you have to attack, they can get a defender's advantage. Elfie just doesn't care. It's like you can have a defender's advantage. In fact,
he'll find a way to dissect it.
Yeah, in the game against StarDust, it was like you can have 30 more supply, whatever. Like I'll just micro.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it means he's unlikely to win a tournament with that style, but he's very likely to make an upset over some of the contenders.
All right. So in this game, currently, we have relatively even supplies. Both these guys on 2 bases. There's a fancy feedback onto that Oracle. Oracle gonna flinch for a second, but then realize, okay, that didn't kill me. I'm fine. Gonna see the status of that forge and back away.
We do have HerO. Adding in a couple star units. He has a Void Ray as well as some Gateway units. Now starting to add in Immortal. StarDust went very fast up the High Templar, going Charge a lot, Archon, Immortal on a 3rd base. And I think that's super, super smart to take that 3rd base. If you know you have, you're focusing more on Gateway units than your opponent, you're going to have more immediate reinforcements during a battle, which means you're going to be stronger in at least the first couple minutes of that mid-game. Because while your opponent is building units out of Stargates or Robos, you're using more Warpins. So using that fact they'll be stronger to get an economic advantage is very smart.
All right, a Void Ray poking a pylon to death here. from HerO. Nice pick off. A Stalker going to try to say, get out of here. But that's
wow, he's going to, yeah, Void Ray is very scary, man.
Doesn't mess around. He's like, oh, there's
actually,
only
he might.
Oh, kills one. Kills the other. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. And he, okay, if he kills Electric Core. Okay, yeah. Oh, not worth it. Just like that. Well.
2 Stalkers and a pylon.
Yeah.
I mean, but
yeah,
it would have been way more worth it
if
to
he got away.
Yeah, to just get away. Still though, cool moves by HerO. You don't see Void Rays being used. I think it's like I got 1 Void Ray in an army. Let's get it killed off. That way my army looks simpler, right?
Yeah, it's easier to manage perhaps as well.
More aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
And that's really, you know, what video games are about, right?
Yeah. I only like the pretty maps.
This is a pretty map.
Yeah.
I
do like
you got some jungles here. There's some areas of this map I think that have where is it? If you go,
dude, don't zoom too far in that. You're gonna scare me.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I think it's the
Afraid of
one I was
heights.
on. It's right here.
What are you looking for?
There we go. It's an Ultradisc.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
I knew there was one somewhere on this map.
But it's a PvP.
Yeah. Or I don't even know. It's like a bones or something. But there's some cool stuff.
Creepy.
There's some cool stuff.
All right.
Yeah, it's hard to get the camera angles sometimes. Going in here, we do have boat players going upgrades, boat players going Archons, Immortals, and Zealots. No one making the move to go for Colossi quite yet. StarDust with a little bit of an advantage. A little bit stronger economy, faster third base. Maybe 1 or 2 more units on the field as well, but nothing major.
StarDust coming to the middle of the map here, taking control of that watchtower. A lot of Archons, Immortals, Zealots in his composition. Mothership core up above as well. Meanwhile, HerO working on charge and a +2 upgrade. He's going to want that to finish before engaging. Also adding on 2 cannons to help deflect any shenaniganry from above as far as warp prisms are concerned. But it looks like StarDust looking for an engagement, has a couple time warps available. Gotta be careful here. This could go either way. Here we go.
StarDust pushing forward here. There goes 1 time warp, but StarDust is going to back out of it.
Such a precarious situation, so technical.
Oh, I love this, yeah.
Yeah, but the cannons are there already, so.
Send 3 Zealots instead of 2, right?
Yeah.
Actually, 2 might almost do it.
Oh, he's just gonna march up in there.
Look at that,
Putting
time warping to ramp.
He's gonna isolate this. He can always recall out too.
He could.
Oh, a time warp going down onto. Oh no, StarDust is kind of getting spread out. Both these guys are so scared to engage. Oh, and a feedback out of the Mothership core. Great feedback there from HerO. StarDust turning around. So this is a bit of a better concave. Zealot swooping in for the left-hand side. HerO realizing it's a mistake, but the time warp is preventing him from kiting back, and now he's also losing a bunch of probes at his natural expansion. This is going super good here for StarDust. He's up 149 to 79 in supply. And just like that, the cost efficiency shown there from StarDust, amazing. And everything just went wrong there for HerO. StarDust with a 2-1. Wow.
He's just...
Talk us through those final... final 2 minutes.
So StarDust just had a few more units opening up there.
Yeah.
But then he also just had a much better angle of attack there.
That was a perfect
more
time
Archons
warp on the bottom of that
ramp.
ramp.
Yeah, absolutely perfect time warp. And HerO got so jammed up. And that's what happens on Whirlwind. It's true on actually any map. Anytime you can get between 2 of your opponent's bases, you're golden. Because you can just, whatever one they defend, you can send a few units to the other one. You can force them. It's weird because you're the attacker, but you force them to come to you, which gives you the defender's advantage positioning-wise.
Yes.
Even as the attacker. That's exactly what StarDust did. Whirlwind is a great map to do it on.
That's perfect to do. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect to do on Whirlwind because there's that third base. Your opponent has to decide if they're defending, do they want to defend the natural expansion or do they want to defend that third base? Where do they position their army to correctly receive whatever attack you're sending at them? Now, StarDust kind of faked going to the natural a little bit. Then HerO kind of came out of his comfort zone, through a time warp, got past the time warp. Then StarDust turned around from every single direction, kind of baited him into that situation as well. Got that miraculous concave, and then when HerO was trying to retreat, guess what? He has to go through a time warp. And when you're running through a time warp and you're trying to, you know how people say adrenaline will make you run faster, or like when you're pursued by a zombie, you'll probably run faster? If there's a time warp involved, it doesn't happen.
Unless they're an Ultradisk. They've got so much.
You're right.
They're the only unit not slowed by time warp. Well, besides fine units.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Ultradisk have a passive that means they can never be slowed. Like concussive shells doesn't slow them.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, concussive shells doesn't slow any massive unit, but
so, like
even
Archon is slowed by.
Archon slowed by like fungal hits an Archon. Fungal won't stop an Ultradisk. Neither will time warp. Neither will Just probably something else. I just can't think of it. But yeah, they're not slowed. Cool.
What makes the Ultra special? I don't
It
understand.
has a passive ability. They added that in like a patch like 2 years into the game.
Today I learned. Good to know.
Yep. It's called Frenzy. It's their passive.
Well, there you go. Today I learned. So, StarDust with a 2-1 over HerO. Some people in the chat are a little bit surprised by that. Leg Rocket, wondering if HerO is past his prime. I wouldn't necessarily say that. You know, all these players are going to have their good tournaments. They're going to have their bad tournaments. Just because they don't get first place in one tournament doesn't mean they're past their prime at all. There's a lot of tournaments out there. There's WCS.
Wait. You saying if I see someone lose a game, I can't say they're it has been anymore?
Oh my god.
I thought that's the rule.
That. Yeah.
I thought the rule as soon as someone loses.
Right. If they don't get first place, they're washed.
Yeah, they're washed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang it, I didn't even
I mean,
that.
like, that was the first thing. Remember when DRG took out Innovation in an amazing series like a week ago?
Yeah.
Like, all the comments were
yeah,
like, oh,
he's done.
He's done. He's not good anymore.
Why do we even watch him anymore?
I don't know.
Why did he join this
Why did he even
tournament?
show up? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
That's a fan. I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
even yeah, you're absolutely right. Wow.
All right. So, our next match is going to be another consolation match. It's going to be the loser of Nurture versus Life against Alicia.
Ooh.
Nurture and Life are in game 3 right now on the main
Can we do a
stream.
radio, or we can give you all updates on that if you're wondering what's happening? It looks like game 2 to me. No, it's game 3. They're tied 1-1.
They're tied 1-1. The game's early on, so
okay.
let's just take like a quick 1-2 minute break.
A quick break. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back for StarCraft 2, guys. Remember, join the chat. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll give you shout-outs because that's what we do. And we'll be back with more StarCraft 2 from the 2013 DreamHack Bucharest. Don't go anywhere.